This is Jamie with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about building community through conversation on Kickstarter. This is one of my favorite aspects about Kickstarter. I love that there's this platform, both through the updates and on the main project page in the comment section, where you can actively engage with your backers and help conversations thrive when you're not even part of the conversation. I have a few examples and a few tips in these regards based on what I learned when I was on Kickstarter. One is that I used to see myself as a moderator on Kickstarter. Yes, I would be a part of the conversations, some of the conversations, but many times I'm just there to make sure that the types of comments that are being posted are welcoming to newcomers and not boring to those who are trying to be actively engaged but could easily get turned off if the conversation gets boring. By this I mean sometimes someone might ask a rule question that's been asked many times before, and a few people might respond and say, that's been asked a dozen times before, why are you asking this? But what you have to do as a moderator is step in and remind them that this person's new. They haven't been a part of the conversation. They just joined the project, and that it's not going to be welcoming to newcomers if you kind of have that reaction to questions. On the flip side, if there are questions being asked over and over, that might be a turnoff for existing backers who want to be a part of that conversation, but they're seeing the same thing over and over again. So that might be a time for you to step in, say a definitive answer, and then make sure and kind of do a better job of broadcasting that answer in the FAQ or on the project page. One other situation that can happen on a project is you might have a vocal minority of people who get really caught up in a certain idea that you don't think will work, and maybe you've explained your reasons of why that won't work, and they're still really talking about it. And this can be a turnoff for existing backers, and it can kind of confuse new backers. So something I suggest there, kind of two things. One, I suggest polling the backers as a whole to show that vocal minority. If they actually are indeed a vocal minority, you might find out they're not. But if you poll the backers, then you can show the vocal minority that they are actually a vocal minority, and that their idea isn't going to happen. And some of them might leave the project, some of them might not. It's up to them at that point. Another thing you can do in the comments itself is to invite other people into the conversation. Like actually say, hey, what do other people think? I've heard a lot from you, James and Anna. What do you think? What do other backers think? And bring in, like actually through your words, invite them into the conversation to show them that they're welcome in the conversation, and to show the vocal minority that their idea might not be held by the majority of other backers. The last thing I would suggest is to play. The idea of playing with backers, I don't mean toying with them or fooling them, but having, like, actually just hanging out in the comments and having fun with them, joking around, trying to maybe keep it on theme, keeping it on the theme of the project or adjacent to the themes of the project. But just hanging out and playing can really be a fun way for backers, for new backers to join in and see, hey, they're having a good time here in the comments. And for existing backers to feel invited into that conversation and just feel welcome to hang out for a while the project is live. Those are three things. There are many other ways to do it. Feel free to check out my blog under the Building Community section and ask any questions you want, or post your questions and comments below about how you've built community and had conversations on Kickstarter. Thanks.